Hello, my name is Daya Patel. My student ID is 1014163336, and hereby I am presenting you my assignment 2 for COMP 3122 Applied Data Science. In this assignment, I have two parts. For the first part, I created a data set to see if we can play tennis based on some weather conditions. And for the second part, I developed another data set to predict COVID 19 based on some symptoms. So here I am presenting you my assignment. Let's start with part A. In this part, I have created a data set that reflect various weather conditions that could affect our whether we can play tennis or not. The first one is the temperature. The second one is whether the it's windy or not. The third one is the level of humidity. So I have generated 20 samples in total for the data set, and I labeled them either 0 or 1. So for 0 represents we cannot play, and 1 represents we can play. Next up, I trained a decision tree classifier. I separated the data set into features and labels, and then I used the fit method to train the model on this data. After training, I tested the model, and for that one, I created 3 new samples to see if it predicts the whether it predicts whether we can play under those conditions or not. So let's see, and let's run the code and see whether it works or not. So as we can see, it predicted correctly. This was the output which we are expecting, which means that the prediction is correct. Next up, moving to our part B. So for part B, before I start, I'll show you my CSV file. So this is the CSV file where I created a data set to predict COVID-19 depending on some symptoms. So I generated like three random samples for like symptoms, which is one is fever, then is cough and fatigue. So for the fever it's in Fahrenheit. For the cough, if it's 0, which means no cough, and 1, which means a cough, and as well for fatigue, if it's 0, which means no fatigue, and 1, it means fatigue. So I created 30 samples and assigned labels indicating whether a person has COVID 19 or not. Just like part, so before that, I put all these features in a data frame and then save this data frame to a CSV file named covid underscore data.csv. Now moving to part B. So first of all, I uploaded the CSV file, and then same as part A, I separated the features and labels and then trained and tested them as well. So once the model is trained, I made predictions on the test data, and after that I calculated the accuracy using the accuracy underscore score method. So let's run this and see whether it works or not. So it's asking me to upload the file. So here I will select and upload my file. So it uploaded my file. Let's see. So this is the initial some initial rows for the data set. And as you can see, it's giving us the model accuracy. This is the output which we are expecting as well for part B. That's pretty much for the assignment. Thank you.